The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the Lions coming up next.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. In motion goes the tight end. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, Goff. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Credit Zadarius Smith able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they just get the play off. Now Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The play fake. Now Young. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Panthers are set up now with a first and goal.
Hubbard diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people around the line. You got the right number.
Exactly.
For the right play, yeah.
That too.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Goff now looking to throw.
He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
This is 2nd and 8. Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
40 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Young.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He'll find Thielen work in the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Let's take it inside his own 40. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. To throw is Goff. It's complete to Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Goff throwing again. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Now Goff. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now it's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Gibbs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Gibbs again.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Young will set to throw. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And Paul, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. In motion goes Patrick. Back to throw, Goff. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Montgomery, they'll run for it. Fights him off. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, here's Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down in the yard. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Goff. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Goff now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Goff. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again is Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm quarterback Smokey and the Bandit Larry. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Young working out of the gun. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on now is Johnny Hekker to punt this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Goff. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Goff.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Young. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here on the NFC side of the bracket. And this one looks like it should be a dandy, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. In the first half, it was the Alabama man, Jahmyr Gibbs, who had it cooking. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
Hey, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they just get the play off. Now Young.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle there by A'Shawn Robinson, who used to be a member of these Detroit Lions.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Goff.
Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Here comes 3rd down at 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
To throw is Goff.
That is caught.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Goff now looks to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion right, that's Williams. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down, Young from the gun. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Leggett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Carolina.
Throwing, Young. Flushed out right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll play fake. Now Young. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. The truck was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. J. Sanders breaking through and blowing that play up in the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
To throw, Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. In motion, the tight end. Now Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, it's Young. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jalen Reed's made it. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. So here come the Lions now. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he will lose yardage on the play back at his own 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
That's complete to the Porter. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. St. Brown in motion right. Play action. It's Goff. Looking for right, and he finds it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Tim Patrick from 10 yards out. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
17.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Young to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Delay of game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Young.
That's a quick slant. He finds Adam Thielen.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
Here comes 2nd down.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Young.
This is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Young to throw. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's gone. Oh, no, lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. So now Young and the Panthers down 28-20. A minute 16 remaining. Now Young. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. Here's second down. Young. Able to find Thielen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That is caught. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Throw out wide is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. Here's Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. One last shot for Young. This ball intercepted. And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.